Good evening and welcome to the 2020 Mayor's Scholarship Fund Awards ceremony. I'm Shelley Smead, Director of Compass Academy and Idaho Falls City Council member. I will be Master of Ceremonies this evening. We're disappointed not to be together in one place, but we're grateful for the creative thinking and quick work of the team at IE Productions for providing an opportunity for this event to go on. Please feel free throughout the program to interact and comment. Tell us where you're viewing from. We're delighted to celebrate these amazing young people tonight. We thank the Board of Directors, Steering Committee, and Evaluation Panel for their time and effort. We also wish to recognize with sincere gratitude all of the sponsors who make this program possible. These include Idaho Falls Air Show, Incorporated, Fluor, Idaho, Idaho National Laboratory Battelle Energy Alliance, Bingham Healthcare, Idaho State University, Idaho Falls Community Hospital, Bateman Hall Incorporated, Northwind Group, Mountain View Hospital, Orono, Steve Wagner Foundation, Bank of Commerce, Bank of Idaho, College of Eastern Idaho, Arby's, FinFun, the Japanese American Citizens League, Warren Maxfield, and Eastern Idaho Regional Medical Center. We recognize with sincere gratitude IE Productions and Blue Phoenix Branding for the time and effort those teams spend on behalf of the Mayor's Scholarship Fund. We would like to begin our program with a musical presentation by 2020 Senior Legacy recipient, Emma Basic. 2, 3, 4.
Reflections fade.
We're pleased this evening to celebrate the 15th Annual Mayor's Scholarship Fund Awards event. The first event was held in 2006. That evening honored 18 recipients with a total of $18,000 in scholarships. Since that time, the Mayor's Scholarship Fund has awarded more than 580 students with nearly $600,000 in scholarships. Tonight, we honor 75 recipients with $71,000 in scholarship money. The first event was an incredibly formal affair in 2006. In a way, its development over time matches its focus on providing opportunity to local students. It's not so much about the event itself as it is what our recipients do with their awards. Thank you, donors, for making this possible. Now, please enjoy a video presentation featuring the 2020 Mayor's Scholarship Fund recipients, courtesy of IE Productions. We have a special evening planned in celebration of this 15-year milestone. We've invited 2 recipients to share remarks with us tonight. We'll first hear from Ethan Martin, a 2020 senior recipient and Compass Academy student. After his remarks, we will hear from Jessica Marbo, who was a Mayor's Scholarship Fund senior recipient in 2012. She currently teaches 5th grade at Fox Hollow Elementary and is the girls' JV volleyball coach at Idaho Falls High School.
Thank you. I'm Ethan Martin, a senior at Compass Academy. And when Leslie called me about a month ago to congratulate me on my award, she also asked me to speak here. And honestly, I had no idea what I was getting into. So I did a little research and I immediately tried to back out, but my parents wouldn't let me. And now we're here. So I want you all to picture something. Go back to when you were 8 years old. What was your favorite thing to do? Watch TV, play outside, lick the cake batter off the spoon? Well, of course, those were some of my favorites too. But now I want you guys to think about the things that scared you the most. Okay? Were they worrying about what your siblings were going to eat for dinner, or what to do if your parents got into a fight again? Oh, I know. They were hiding so that you didn't have to watch the scary stuff happening between mom and dad. Really? No one had those? Well, yeah, you might be thinking I'm crazy, but that's the life I lived as an 8-year-old child. Trying to figure out what to feed my sisters, where to hide them, or what to do if my parents got too violent. In those moments, for the short time before help arrived, I felt powerless and alone, like I had the weight of the world on my shoulders as an 8-year-old. Something I can only wish doesn't happen to another child. It's amazing what happens when the kid who feels like they're always alone gets a little bit of support behind them. Their life turns around and things drastically change. And I know this happens because I was there. I was the outcast, the kid who was always different. When the right people stepped into my life, things changed for the better. I started getting better grades in school. I started to care about things that I typically wouldn't care about. And yeah, to most people, that seems like nothing. But to me, the kid who felt like they had nothing and no one, that was a huge step. If you look at my grades in elementary school, they were rough. I mean, I think I passed 5th grade with a D and 2 C's, and in 6th grade, I think I sat inside for recess for like a week just trying to finish one assignment. Now, to those of you that know me right now, that does not sound anything like me, right? And to those of you that knew me in 6th grade, I sincerely apologize because that was not me. Looking at my grade history and where I sat in elementary school compared to middle and high school shows a drastic change. In 7th grade, I went from being a C and B average student to being an A+ average student. And I've always noticed that change, but I never knew why or what caused it. I really thought that maybe it was because middle school was easier than elementary school, but I mean, come on, middle school is so much harder than elementary school, so it wasn't that. What I'm almost positive caused the change is the fact that I went from instability and chaos to support and stability. During 6th grade, I moved in with my grandparents, and while my life was better, it was still absolutely crazy then. But in 7th grade, things calmed down and life started to get normal. I began to find ways to deal with my home life, and I found my new normal. My life, my grades, and morale all improved. Having a family that cared and helped me do the things I wanted to do was all it took. In the past 6 years, I've had opportunities that when I was younger, I couldn't even imagine I'd have. My support might have started with my close family, but as I have moved on and taken more steps down the path of life, it has grown immensely. In 8th grade, my yearbook teacher gave me the first real opportunity to lead, teaching me to be a decent and fair leader. In 9th grade at Compass Academy, having a good work ethic provided a good base for success at that school. Miss Hadley, Mr. Taylor, Miss Smead, and Mr. Bertasso all helped me grow into a student that I never thought I could be. My sophomore year, I joined student government, planning and executing more than my fair share of student-wide activities. That same year, I went to Napa, California with a truckload of donated supplies for those families who lost everything in the devastating wildfires. Seeing how grateful and happy such a simple thing could make people set me on a drive to improve others' lives. Aside from the various service projects I've taken part in around Idaho Falls, I've also been to Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. In Puerto Rico, we provided supplies, building materials, and manpower to families around the island after they lost everything in Hurricane Maria. In the Dominican Republic, we built a beautiful playground for a deaf school at no cost to them. Interacting with community members and people from all over the world has driven me to be the best person I can be. For me, getting support from not only those who are close to me, but those who are thousands of miles away, means more to me than I am able to explain. I am incredibly thankful for the opportunities provided to me by my family, my school, my community, and you guys. Without those opportunities, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to do the things I do, and for that, I extend my biggest thanks, and hope that you guys will continue to provide opportunities like this one to other students. Because while to you it may seem like nothing, to us it seems like everything. Thank you.
When I was in high school, I applied for the Idaho Falls Mayor Scholarship, just trying to earn some extra money to get through college. In my application letter, I was asked to write about something along the lines of how I planned to give back to Idaho someday. I still remember that I wrote about how badly I wanted to earn my degree in education. I said that if I could become a teacher, I would stay in Idaho and teach in Idaho. I wrote in that scholarship essay that despite the challenges that teachers face, I would attend the University of Idaho, go Vandals, earn my degree in elementary education, and begin teaching somewhere in Idaho. That was my dream. Fast forward to finding out that I had been chosen to receive the Mayor Scholarship Award. I was so excited. I remember feeling such a boost in my confidence just by being chosen. I really cannot thank the Mayor Scholarship Foundation enough for what this award did for me as a young adult girl. Winning this award was such a boost to my dream of becoming an educator. The award ignited my path, and it came at such an important time in my life. Having this foundation sort of say, "We believe in you, you've got this, we see your potential, and we can't wait to see what you do," is something that I will never forget. Today, I'm lucky enough to be an educator here in our great state of Idaho. Teaching is more than a job, it is a passion. I am so thankful to be a teacher here in Idaho Falls. My fifth graders are one of my biggest blessings and the happiest parts of my life. They bring me hope for Idaho's future. They bring me hope for the future of our youth as a whole. Currently, I am the Idaho Falls High School junior varsity volleyball coach. Today, I feel so happy to see this award be given to one of my former players, someone that I believe embodies everything that the city of Idaho Falls should be proud of. Kira Musingi was my setter this past season. At a summer open gym, she was the first of my girls to introduce herself to me. She was very polite, so energetic, and positive. Throughout the season, girls looked to her to bring them up. When times were tough and we were down in a match, there is no doubt that Kira was a leader on the court. This makes a lot of sense, seeing that Kira's teammates chose her as one of our 2 team captains for the season. Since the day that I met Kira, I have never questioned the determination and her will to succeed. Kira rarely shows any quit, and she pushes herself to the extreme. She handles hard times in her life with grace and positivity, and she is as loyal as they come to her friends and her family. I am so proud of her. I couldn't be more proud of her if I tried. I was honored when she asked me to write her letter of recommendation for this scholarship. She asked me without even knowing that I had received the award when I was in high school. Writing the letter of recommend, I knew in my heart that Kira was the perfect choice for this award. Witnessing her receive this award feels like my own journey is coming full circle. I still have many years of being an educator and coach ahead of me, but being here today to cheer Kira on reminds me of why I so badly wanted to be an educator and mentor. I want to say a couple of closing remarks. First, Kira, congratulations. I am so proud of you. You have impacted my life more than you will ever know, and I cannot wait to see the amazing things that you do with volleyball, school, and life. You will go so far, Kira. Keep that chin held high and do not let anything or anyone ever bring it down. Continue being the amazing friend, daughter, sister, and athlete that you are. I will always be cheering you on from the sidelines throughout your life. And lastly, thank you to the City of Idaho Falls for continuing this awesome program. While the money that the high school students receive is incredible and greatly appreciated, the support and confidence that this award puts into students as they embark on their path is truly what's magical about this program. I look forward to watching this program continue for many years to come. Thank you.
I have so missed hearing students' and teachers' voices. What a breath of fresh air. Ethan, Jessica, you inspire us to seek ways to contribute to our friends and neighbors in our community. Before we present the awards, Ammon Mayor Sean Coletti has prepared a few remarks for this year's recipients.
Hello everyone, this is Sean Coletti, Mayor of Ammon, and out here in the beautiful sunshine, and really happy to be a part of this Mayor's Scholarship Fund. And I had an opportunity to review your exceptional applications and to see all that you're doing, all that you plan on doing, and to think about all that you will become is exciting. It's so exciting to see great youth, and I'm looking forward to watching you grow in Ammon and Idaho Falls. I'm looking forward to how you may contribute to our communities in the future. We need great leaders. We need great workers. We need great members of society. We need future mayors. And I'm just excited for all that you're going to do. And thank you for who you are. And congratulations on this scholarship.
Now, to the main event of the evening, the presentation of this year's awards. We encourage you to interact with comments of congratulations and support for these deserving students.
The Promise Award is a $250 scholarship available to 8th through 11th grade students. These funds may be applied toward college-related expenses while the student is in high school or while pursuing post-secondary education or training. These scholarships are made possible through generous community and business sponsorships. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2020 Mayor's Scholarship Fund Promise Award recipients. From Eagle Rock Middle School, Avery Schick, Kaliana Hebert, Ernest Daly Navarez, Liliana Kirkpatrick, and Shelby Byington. Representing Rocky Mountain Middle School, Journey Holdaway, and Madeline McCracken. Attending Sand Creek Middle School, Diane Osgood. Representing Taylor View Middle School, Grace Braithwaite, and Jacob Munoz. From Taylor's Crossing Public Charter School, Cassidy Martin. From Bonneville High School, Madeline Blakely, Olivia George, Camry Hillier, Olivia Snell, Jenna Olavison, and Naomi Kirkham. From Bonneville Online Academy, Maya Hershey and Olivia Hershey. Representing Compass Academy, Cynthia Doney, Joshua Rhodes, Kira Musingi, and Cabri Staley. Representing Idaho Falls High School, Jessica Gutierrez, Trinity Parsons, and Andrew Long. From Thunder Ridge High School, Zoe Ledger, Isabel Wilson, Colton Dallimore, Michaela Womack, and Madison Williams. And finally, attending Water Springs High School, Emma Taylor, Adriana Rubio, Jessica Merkel, Robert Canfield, and Sophie Denning.
Good evening, students, family, and friends. The Mayor's Scholarship Celebration is an annual event and always a wonderful recognition of achievement. Let me congratulate each of our Eastern Idaho high school students who are graduating this year. My name is Rick Amon. I'm the president of College of Eastern Idaho. Graduation is a wonderful accomplishment. We all are very proud of you and wish you well as you move into this new phase of life. College of Eastern Idaho is excited to offer each of you a scholarship to our college. Whether you're interested in areas of technical skill, such as nursing, welding, machine tool, auto, web design, or cybersecurity, we have a program for you. Perhaps you're interested in transferring to a two-year degree toward a baccalaureate. We also have options for you. We're here to support you as you go on to your college experience.
In partnership with CEI, the College of Eastern Idaho Foundation Award is given to current high school seniors and is a $1,000 scholarship to be used at CEI. We proudly present the 2020 College of Eastern Idaho Foundation Award to the following seniors. From Bonneville High School, Omar Frausto Hernandez and Katie Lujan. From Hillcrest High School, Peyton Walker. Attending Lincoln High School, Lisbeth Miza Hernandez. From Thunder Ridge High School, Carson Parkinson, Carson Ball, Dakota Bean, and Alyssa Archibald. From Compass Academy, Michael Seward. Attending Emerson High School, Matthew Hathaway. And representing Skyline High School, Sarai Sims.
Hello everyone. As president of Idaho State University, I am so happy to congratulate the following 8 students who are receiving a $2,000 sponsored scholarship to Idaho State University through the Idaho Falls Mayor's Scholarship Program. Congratulations to all of you.
Through our generous partnership with Idaho State University, the Mayor's Scholarship Fund is able to offer ISU-sponsored scholarships to current high school seniors. Tonight, we honor the 2020 Idaho State University recipients. From Bonneville High School, Israel Martinez, Jada Crane, Janice Garcia, and Peyton Piquet. From Thunder Ridge High School, Kennedy White, Justin Lance, and Alyssa Farnes. And from Water Springs School, Riley Matheson. The Mayor's Scholarship Fund Senior Award is a $1,500 scholarship to be used after high school at any college or university within the state of Idaho. These students exemplify the ideal of the student who is motivated and prepared as they enter the next phase of their education. These scholarships are possible only through generous business and corporate sponsorships. We present the Mayor's Scholarship Fund Senior Award recipients for 2020. From Bonneville High School, Alexis Moffett, Sydney Kohler, Brooklyn Peterson, and Emma Holloway. From Compass Academy, Ethan Martin. Representing Idaho Falls High School, Amaya Fannenstiel. From Taylor's Crossing Public Charter School, Mackenzie Riggs. Attending Hillcrest High School, Kelsey Eubanks. And Hallie Torgerson. And from Thunder Ridge High School, Alexandra McComber, Kayla Godak, Whitney Foster, Sarah Beck, and Reese Jensen. Our next award of the evening is the Mayor's Scholarship Fund Senior Legacy Award. This scholarship is for senior recipients who have previously received the Promise Award between 8th and 11th grades. This is a $2,500 scholarship to be used after high school at any college or university within the state of Idaho. These Legacy Award recipients have truly shown what it means to light the path for others and will represent the community of Idaho Falls well as they pursue their education and make their way in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2020 Mayor's Scholarship Fund Senior Legacy Award recipients. From Bonneville High School, Leilani Hagan. From Hillcrest High School, Elena Horrocks. Representing Lincoln High School, Cassidy Starnes. From Skyline High School, Emma Basic. And finally, attending Thunder Ridge High School, Jasmine Morgan.
Congratulations to all of our award recipients tonight. It took hours and hours to put those letters and applications together, and your hard work's paid off. Now for a special award. The Furman Community Award Scholarship is nomination-driven. This year's recipient was nominated by Alexis Tucker, a college and career advisor and JV basketball coach at Bonneville High School. This $2,500 scholarship is awarded to a student who stands out for being a role model and for their dedication to making our community a better place. This year's recipient stands out as one such student. This year's Community Award is presented to Kyler Bird of Bonneville High School. Miss Tucker said the following about Kyler. He puts his whole heart into whatever he does. He's a leader. People gravitate toward him and follow his example. He leads with actions and brings out the best in people. I have enjoyed watching him grow up from a small, goofy freshman to a well-rounded young man. Congratulations, Kyler. The Mayor's Scholarship Fund is keenly aware of those individuals in schools with our students, lighting their paths of achievement, even when they're limited by circumstances. Teachers, facilitators, counselors, administrators, mentors, and advisors deserve recognition for countless hours spent on behalf of students. Tonight, we recognize an individual who has gone above and beyond in helping the Mayor's Scholarship Fund reach deserving recipients. This year, we recognize Keisha Titland from Water Springs School with the 2020 Above and Beyond Award. Ms. Titland lights the path for the students in her school, and we honor her this evening, along with our students. As we conclude our program, we will hear a few closing remarks from Idaho Falls Mayor Rebecca Casper.
Good evening to the 2020 Mayor Scholarship Fund recipients. Given these unusual circumstances we find ourselves in, I'm really grateful to have a few moments to share my thoughts with you. In order to help you understand or appreciate the motto for the program, Lighting the Path to Higher Education, I wanted to share a little of my personal background with you. But first, I have a question. Why would a community want to offer a scholarship program, or do anything, in fact, that promotes a more educated population? Well, I look to the facts and the data to provide the answer. Remember math class when we talked about correlations? Those are just relationships, right? Well, I will tell you that income correlates positively with education, and higher paying jobs correlate positively with educational attainment, and community opportunity correlates positively with education. So you can see it makes sense to support quality education in this community. The brighter and wider the path to higher education and training, the brighter the future for the entire community. And what mayor doesn't want this? Now, to be a bit more specific, I spend a great deal of time working to bring excellent jobs to Idaho Falls. A recent study revealed that the majority of those new jobs are going to require a bachelor's degree or higher. In Idaho, we know that we tend to graduate young people from high school at appropriate rates, but the number who go on and graduate 4 or so years later with a bachelor's degree is pretty low. It's near the bottom, in fact, nationwide. That is not okay if we want to see thriving Idaho communities. Not having a prepared and educated workforce means that the excellent jobs will not come to Idaho in the first place. I don't want that. But that's the big picture for why we're doing this program. But what about the little picture? And by that I mean, how does any of this impact regular people like you and me? Will all the right correlations be positive for you? I sure hope so. The data and the statistical odds point to that. But how can we be sure that the odds are ever in your favor? Well, first of all, if I knew that, I'd be rich and I'd own my own island someplace warm with white sand beaches and aqua blue ocean. But second of all, we're all human beings. And if I stood up here tonight, or behind this camera tonight, and I told you exactly what to do to be successful, chances are most of you would exercise free will and you'd do what you think's best, not what I say. And to be honest, I rather like the color and the texture of a society where we're free to be individuals and where we can afford to learn from our poor choices. But what I can tell you is how pursuing my opportunities for education have affected me. So for just 2 minutes, I want to tell you about some of my positive correlations. After high school, I attended Brigham Young University, where I received both a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in political science. Those 2 degrees took me 6 years combined, including 2 semesters of internships in Washington, D.C., time in the honors program, a 2-year stint on the ballroom dance team, and 18 months serving as an officer for Pi Sigma Alpha, which is the Political Science Honor Society. All of this is to say I had a full student career and I enjoyed student life. I hope you do too. 3 years later, after working for 3 years and getting married, I began a doctoral program at UC Berkeley in California, also in political science. 7 years and 2.5 kids later, I walked across the graduation stage at Berkeley, pregnant with my 3rd child to receive a PhD in political science. So what happened to me in those 14 years of being on the path? Well, first, I beat the odds. I had parents who did not have degrees. I was the first in my direct family line to go to a university and graduate. I know many of you recipients can say the same. Second, I learned outside the classroom. Before I was even out of school with my first degree, my parents were borrowing money from me. One example, it's funny how quickly a student can learn from surroundings. In school, I was surrounded by smart people who modeled financial management and financial planning in ways different from how my parents did it. I'm not blaming them that they needed to borrow money from me. They just didn't know how to manage their money. But I learned that outside of regular classrooms. Third, I became confident. And when I say this, I don't mean confident in my ability to perform some talent or to look a certain way. I became confident that I could think, study, learn, and plan my way forward in life. That's been very useful to me time and again in the years since graduation. I learned another thing is that I learned skills that made me valuable outside of the classroom. This came in handy when I needed to find a job following a divorce. Finally, I learned that you can pursue a career that is based on doing what you enjoy and are good at, rather than just having to do a job to get a paycheck. So what? Big deal, you say. Some old lady standing here practically telling you her life story. And believe me, that is not my pitch tonight. In fact, I'm still in the wind-up. What you really need to know is that I did not achieve one darn thing in this story entirely on my own. Not one. There were many, many people who lit the path for me. It started with a first-grade teacher, Miss Davis, who taught me not just to read, but to love books. I was helped along by guidance counselors, particularly Mr. Zubo and Ms. Hubbard, two professionals in my middle school and my high school, who sometimes called me in just to check on me and make sure I was on that path. Mr. McKenzie, a social studies teacher in high school, who told me about a scholarship, and then he even drove me to the awards ceremony to receive it when my own parents had to work. And then there was a woman in my church group who wanted me to go to university so badly that she threw a college shower for me and invited a bunch of her friends to give me things I might need as a freshman, from notebook paper and pencils to clothes to dishes for my dorm. You are no different. You are here tonight because you're the product of caring families, dedicated professionals, great teachers, and very generous sponsors. And I believe you recognize that. So from where I stand to where you sit, I call out my encouragement to you. You have so much to do. There are problems to be solved in the world. School problems, there are life problems. For starters, here's a real problem. We haven't given you enough money to pay for an entire education. This scholarship program, hopefully though, will have given you the first injection of that internal confidence I was mentioning earlier. It's the kind of spirit that lives inside of you that says, I've done hard things, and I can continue to do hard things, and I can succeed. As you walk the path in a post-COVID-19 world, you're going to meet with discouragement from others, and perhaps even from global circumstances. We might have a recession. Don't internalize that. You lead out on the path with confidence. Remember, it is a spirit that lives inside of you that whispers, I have done hard things, and I can continue to do hard things, and I can succeed. That's what confidence is. And I'm telling you, the path was lit for me, and the path is lit for you by so many people. Their names, many of their names, are listed in the program, but not all of them. These people are holding the torch that sheds amazing light for you. And someday soon, society will pass that torch on to you completely. We will ask when we do, or no, we will expect you to light the path for those who come behind you. That's how it works. So maybe you won't be able to light the path with money. maybe it will be with encouragement, or maybe with advocacy or tutoring, or by setting an example. You'll know how. As you go off to do all these things, all these great things, be sure to let us know. Keep in touch on the Mayor Scholarship Fund Facebook page. Post when and where you start school and when you graduate. Post when you go to grad school or when you get a great job. Let us see your steps along the path. Your successes will encourage others. You can do this. Good luck. Good luck. We're all behind you.
That concludes this evening's program. Thank you to all those who have participated and made this presentation possible. Thank you for watching this evening to honor these students, even in the format which is unconventional. We again express appreciation to the Mayor Scholarship Fund Board of Directors and Steering Committee, the teachers, facilitators, administrators, counselors, mentors, and advisors who support these students in their endeavors, and especially the sponsors who make these scholarships happen. I think we've shown that we'll accept physical distance as a current reality, but continue to embrace social connection in our community. I have lots of hugs and handshakes I'm missing tonight, but my heart is overflowing for these incredible young people who are poised to make our world better. Many past recipients are already doing that. What a legacy to the families, businesses, schools, and other organizations that come through again and again, no matter the circumstances. To tonight's recipients, you've received these awards during an incredibly strange era in American history. You now have the opportunity to create history, to continue the development of a renewed focus on generosity, scientific discovery, service, ethics, and sacrifice. I read an article by Tim Denning this morning that ended with this idea. It's not what you lose, it's who you become in uncertain and difficult times. I look forward to connecting again with all of you in person. But for now, keep learning and make yourself proud of who you're becoming. Congratulations to you all.